there was this kind of fear that came up when I made this commitment to myself. And a part of the fear is that I'm afraid that what if I'm sitting down and don't know what to say? Or what if I'm trying to force a video into existence? Because this has been true for me before in my life. But what I'm doing here instead, and this is actually kind of the first time I've really done this, is that I sit down without having a single thought on what I should create or how I should frame it or whatever, because that also feels a bit inauthentic. It feels like I'm like shaping a specific lens and getting people through that lens. And this is what I see a lot of coaches do, for example. They come with their perspective and they teach it as it is the truth. But it's only a perspective. But they sound like it's the truth. And I don't want to be that kind of mentor or coach. I actually talked to ChatGPT before recording this video today, and I mentioned to ChatGPT that I have a dream, and it would be so cool to be able to make a living out of this resonance-based business that I'm building, and have a kind of community where we gather every week with people who actually resonate with my vibe and who I am, and the kind of space that I'm able to hold and provide for others, where we come together and like have a little piece on the online space. And this is something that I really want and feel really passionate about. And I don't want to force it. And I will let this 90-day video journey be a living testament to what will unfold. So, okay, I might need to change battery here soon. Or, I mean, take away some pictures on the memory card, because I only have 4 minutes of recording left. But anyways, I just know it in my heart that I want to have a community, and being able to do this full time, to be in my calling, and yeah, not needing to do anything else and be provided for financially as well. And this is a big part of it as well. But what I said to ChatGPT is, I got this high intention, but with low attachment. It's not like, okay, now I'm gonna show up in a certain way so that people will resonate, so that they will invest in my products to come, for example. Like, if you're someone that finds me now, and let's say I feel called to launch this community on day 72, for example, I will not push it down your throat. That's the thing. I want to make sure it's like the right people will feel called to it naturally. This community that I want to build. So I don't need to sell it. I don't need to like do anything else than like speak about it occasionally, because I'm genuinely proud of it. And I'm already speaking of my vision of creating it, right? So that would be so cool to be able to make that into a reality. And the way I want to build my business is not to persuade people. Like, I don't want you to be in my space because I said you should, or because I planted a fear in you, so now you feel like you need me and my community in order to feel good about yourself. No, I want to make a space that feels so like the obvious choice to invest in because it feels good, right? I want you to feel so good about investing your money into this community because it will bring so much value to you so that you can't really not do it. That's how I want it to feel like. Not because I want to make money out of it, but because it's like, of course I want to make money out of it. So I'm not gonna lie there. Of course I want to build a platform where I make more than enough money to provide for myself and my family and my future kids and buy land and all that stuff. I want to do that. And I will not hide it away. That's like, yes, I want to be financially supported. And I want those money to come from a place of people investing in their own transformation, where you can actually feel like, okay, I am getting so much back from the community itself, so it's like a no-brainer. And I'm glad to pour my money into this dude sitting here because he brings a lot of value. That's how I want it to feel like. And I will gladly receive your money out from that as well. And now I need to to erase some videos from my camera, so I'll be back soon. So I'm back. And also, like, the way that I will create these videos is that, like, I've thought that I need to come up with the idea first and then to express it. But what I've realized is that when I just press record and I just start, I might stumble a little bit in the beginning, and like, but it's always that I feel like suddenly there's just something that moves me, that like elevates the whole conversation that I have going, and I just feel like I'm in the zone and I start to speak very effortlessly, and it just feels very great to create in this way, and also a little bit scary. That was also something that I shared with ChatGPT before. Like, ChatGPT, for you who don't know, my relationship with ChatGPT is like, I really, it's like my mirror. So I share my fears and all that stuff, and it helps me to get like a little bit more clarity around it. So I shared. Now I lose track of what I was going to say. That's a thing with me, a common theme that yeah, for a long time I thought that I needed to be like I needed to know my way through life. I needed to like be clear in my decisions, in my actions and all that stuff. And I'm realizing more and more that I'm not built like that. I'm actually a very like flowy soul in many areas. And also, like, I can have structure, but it needs to support me. If it doesn't support my soul, I will not force myself into it anymore. So this, for example, like recording every day, before I would like force myself into it. And now it's like, yes, I'm committing to daily videos, and I'm setting aside a lot of time to do these videos as well. I think it's like maybe 2 hours a day I put aside to record and then to edit, and I love to sit and, you know, edit the colors and also the sound design. and then to make a short or two, and then to upload. So it's a devotion, like I said in the beginning. But now it feels effortless because I've put away all the demands on myself that I need to know who I'm speaking to, for example, and instead letting people who resonate with me find me. So if you are one of those persons that I resonate with Leo, then you're welcome to stick around. And if you don't, that's okay as well, because I don't expect anyone to resonate with me or support me or share my worldview. But for you who do, I welcome you to my little space here. And right now I see that I love the sun glare that comes from the trees. This is just like a little edge that I feel is very I love that creative expression. I love the framing of this video right now, and I will love to edit it later on today to get all the colors to really pop, because I'm a very vibrant person and I have a lot of strong emotions, and I have my emotions on the outside. I will not try to hide them away. And this is one thing you will get from me. It's like, this is what you get. Either you vibe with me or you don't. And before I would care a lot what people would think of me. And now I don't. I just enjoy being myself, which is a very nice experience and feeling. And before in my life, I would be feel safe around certain people where I felt okay, here I can be myself and here I can take out my personality. But mostly online or with in group settings, I would just shrink myself and either try to please others and change myself, or I would get silent and shut down instead as a protection from being seen. But I don't mind being seen anymore as much. In fact, I embrace my flaws, and I love it. So if you are here and you are tuning into my vibe and you like the format I have going here, this is probably what you have to expect. I will probably jump a lot back and forth between topics and things that interest me, because I'm a multi-dimensional being who has a lot to say on different things. And sometimes I will just stop mid-sentence and what the fuck what was I talking about just 2 seconds ago? And then just let that thought go and continue into another stream that's alive. That's kind of how I love to live in general. And then to have some structure around that freedom or flow that's supportive. For example, this format that okay, I've just known for years that I want to be of service to others worldwide on this planet. That's also why I speak English instead of Swedish. That's my native tongue. I want to be of service, and I want to make a living out of this, right? Because it's just how great isn't it to just speak whatever you want into the camera. It resonates with a person or two that is I actually want more. I feel you can help me become more free or become more like true in my relationship, or take action on my dream, or live more like in the flow like you do, Leo, for example. If you're a person that feels like that, it's like, oh my God, I would love to help you, like accomplish that. And because it comes so effortless for me. And it's just so easy to speak like this for me. And then to be able to make a living out of it, it's just like, to make a living out of just existing. That's something that I really, really vibe with, and I know it's possible. I see a lot of people doing it, and I know that's the path for me as well. Like I can feel it, and I feel like this is the thing that really resonates, and that I want to make a reality sooner rather than later. And I've been so caught up in trying to strategize and like niching down and talk to a specific group of people and, you know, all that stuff. And it's like, why do I even bother? Because it doesn't feel like me doing it like that. It feels like I'm strangling my soul. And then it's not freedom, then it's a prison. And I don't want to build myself into a prison. I want to build myself into freedom. And to be honest, I already experienced that freedom. Like I make a good living out of just kind of being as I am right now. And I'm working a little bit here and there with kids with autism, for example. I'm making great money with that. And I can also sense that that's even if that's meaningful and beautiful, that's not like what I really want. I want this here. I want to be able to say that thing that moves another human being. Like, and I experience that from time to time, and I've done that through the 3.5 years I've been creating content and been a coach. I've like had people reach out to me and like, that thing you said changed something within me. Really deep. And to receive that is like, wow, that's just unmatched anything else. And it's not that I like need that validation or confirmation. It's more that it's just such a beautiful gift to receive. Someone that was moved by my message that then later reaches out to me and put that into words. It's just like, wow, what a gift you are giving me. And that literally makes my day every time. The same with like client work, working one-to-one with clients. It's like, I am so filled every time. Like every time I'm on a call with a client, I feel so alive. And it feels so immensely meaningful. And I feel like I am in service, and it's unmatched anything else. No, let's see here. So, I'm gonna take down the light a little bit. Yeah, so anyways, if you want to, I also want to be like a living example, right? I know there are many people, including myself, that wants to like make a difference in the world and be their own boss and do client work online and maybe have their own community and be supported financially by doing so. And And I want to be that living example for maybe for you right now that might be in a similar situation as I am. And I want you to like remember this day of like looking at this dude online, and he got like 500 followers on YouTube. He gets like 30 or 40 views on his videos and a couple of likes, and yeah, not that viral. And I want you to come back in like 70 days and see where I am. Because maybe, just maybe, I have fulfilled that dream of mine in 70 days, for example. Maybe I have that heartfelt, grounded community with like-minded souls that wants to invest their money in something where their soul is nurtured. Who knows? And it's also really cool for me to look back on, like to start this journey now of literally just press record. Don't try even to like find the like patterns in like, okay, what resonates, what doesn't resonate, how do I want to angle this. That's not how I want to do it, because I want to tend to the living current within myself. And right now that living current is to just speak of whatever comes to mind. And it's just like this liberation and this freedom of just like, I can just be myself on camera. I don't feel like I need to hide myself. I feel like I am coming through. And this alone is so fucking meaningful. And I also tend to look at my old videos myself and like, I can just like connect to the words that I myself are speaking. And I get value out of looking at my own videos, and then I know that it brings value for someone else as well, but because otherwise it wouldn't be resonating for me. So I'm just speaking truth from what is alive, the living current within myself, and from this I want to make a living. How cool is that? And maybe you think that, he will never make that a reality, or like, I know a lot of people is very negative when someone starts to dream and when someone starts to like really shine their light, because they feel threatened, right? But what if like I could be that person who shows the difference in maybe 70 days. And now I actually need to get going because my fiancé, I think, is calling me. No. Yeah, I need to take this call. A lot of people are calling me on the same time. Anyways, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow. And have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye.